As the 6 shooters leave the track, crash crew go to work down there in turn number 3. You'll see them scraping the clay off the wall back onto the track. It's not because they need clay back on the track. It's actually just trying to distinguish the difference between the wall and the clay on the track. If you're traveling down there, especially this time of the night, the sun's starting to get a little bit low. It's hard to make that out, especially if you're running that high line up towards the wall to try to get a bit of grip. You want to make sure you don't cloud it, especially around here at Cromwell. So this is going to take a moment to do that. In fact, the sun tonight, unfortunately, a beautiful, beautiful day or afternoon here in Cromwell. Had a bit of rain, as I said, this morning, but a dust suppression. But unfortunately, the sun, as it goes down towards the hills over towards Queenstown, we get a little bit of sun strike and held us up not for too long last night, only for about 5 or 6 laps. But certainly, it's not what you want when you come out of turn at number 2 down towards 3. That sun in your eyes, you certainly will have trouble distinguishing where to turn into turn number 3. So for safety reasons, they call a sun strike. So as the cars are all out on the track, good to see that Chris Bailey and the 92C cars back out there. Problem sorted. So off the front for this heat number 13, it's going to be Bradley McKee. Looks like he's on his own there. Next to him should have been Scott Ritchie in the 18 GM car, absent from it. So we'll go back to the second row. Inside is Nicholas. And outside of that will be the 999 car. David Allen, car's going again. Then we're going to drop back one to row number 3 on the inside. Will be the 434V of Hackett. Spot left next to Hackett. Let's go back another row to 4. Let you know what's going on there. Brad McTaggart. He's on the inside of that one. And then it'll be John Jones in the 13I, who'll be on the outside of row number 4. Crichton Sandblasting pace truck leaves this track into the centre. They're going to start winding up as they head down towards turn number 3. It'll be McKee who will have to lead them away solo out in front. Sam McKenzie, he's off the back row in this one as well after he got that trouble sorted in the 97T car. Green flag is up, ready to go. Down it goes, and McKee is away. He's had a good run so far in this championship. And it's going to be Allen who slots into second position as they head down towards turn number 2. McKee goes high, Allen goes low. But McKee's managed to get it sorted out. Nicholas in third, although he's under fire now by Hackett as they head down to turn 3 and 4. Everybody cleanly through, although they're 3 wide heading through 3. Let's hope they can hold station there. Oh, someone gets a big tap, and it was Hodgkinson. Isaac gets a big tap through 3, manages to get it back up again as Jones takes over the lead in the 999E car as they head down to turn number 3. Lap number 1 done and dusted. McKee next, then we'll go back to Hackett, then Nicholas, although Des McTaggart driving around the outside in turn number 4 will pick up position number 4. Oh, we've got a car doing a wild ride into the centre, and that's John Jones in the 13I, got all crossed up, coming out of turn number 4, rejoins at the back. But at the moment, Allen out the front, and the former David Allen, 999E, under fire from McKee as they head down now towards turn number 1. The 89T car trying to go right round the outside. In third place, we've got Hackett. Then we go back to Des McTaggart. There's got to be a Ryman there somewhere. And doing another good race, Bevan Paul in the 7 GM car. Then we'll go back to Nicholas, trying to go hard round the outside of everyone, although just about into the wall will be Vanderloo. Vanderloo takes that position from Nicholas down into turn number 2. Fee Franz is in there as well in the 222 car. But out of the front at the moment, Allen's managing to hold it out in front. McPhee's just stationary there. Oh, one's in the middle, looks like Graves in the 34I car. A lot of smoke coming out of the back of it. Into the infield. And it looks like Hurring as well in the 6T car starting to slow. Although, no, we've got the yellow flag out while I was looking at what's happening in the middle. So the yellow flag comes out, everyone slows down. So unfortunately, Hayden Graves heads to the centre. A lot of smoke now starting to come out of the 34i car. So the crash crew over there quickly as possible. So we'll just see what the officials have got to say about that one. Looks like they've got that 34i under control. 4 laps went down on that one. It's going to go for 12. Just getting young Hayden to head over towards the concrete bunker for the safety reasons. It's just a requirement of the Motor Speedway New Zealand officials regulations. And very much so. As we know, some of these cars extremely fast out there on the track. So make sure that all of the volunteers, safety crew out in the middle are safe in the concrete bunker. So the yellow was called for Graves' car out there in the middle while the crash crew attended to it, taking their eyes off the track. So once they're attending to a car that has that sort of problem, they will make their way now to a safer position. And we won't be too far away from getting this race back going. The green flag comes out through the fence. It's going to be David Allen who will lead them away through turns 3 and 4 in the 999E car. Up down from Blenheim. And the green flag goes down. Who's going to get the best run down a turn at number 1? And it's going to be McKee who wants the pass early on. And Hackett tries to go round the inside, doesn't get it to stick, has to stay in 3rd position, although fights hard down towards turn number 3. Des McTaggart's back there as well, and Bevan Paul still in the mix as they come round now to collect another lap. And Vanderloo's in there as well, but out the front, the real fight's on for 2nd and 3rd. McKee trying hard to hold on to that 2nd. Hackett working away as it. Oh, Allen all out of shape through turn number 3. Manages to keep pointing in the right direction. Car had a flat tyre in the last one. Chucks it in down there into turn number 1 and 2. Doesn't do a bad job. Pulls away from 2nd and 3rd as they have a bit of a touch out of 2. Hackett trying hard to get past McKee for 2nd position. Everybody else behaving nicely behind them. But out in front, 999E doing a great job. Definitely throwing it all sideways as much as possible. Gets a good run out of those corners. Bound to 3 they go. Oh, looks like again Sam McKenzie and the 97T heads to the centre of the track. So more problems for the Prelude. As out the front at the moment, Allen managing to hold off McKee. Then we go back to Hackett, Des McTaggart next. And then Bevan Paul in 5th position. Although McPhee throws it past the 999E car into turn number 3. Great job. He's been waiting to do that for a few laps now. Allen comes back at him. But the 89T car had the lead there coming out of 4. Holds it all the way round to turn number 2. And right on the back of the 999E car is Hackett. Wanting to try the same thing down to 3, but McKee's out in front. Lap number 10 coming up, not many to go. So David Allen, he's been passed for 1st position. Hackett wants a go at it as well. They're down to 1 and 2 again. Hackett's right on the rear bumper of the 999E car. Allen's going to have to work hard to hold him off. They come down now, round turns 3 and 4. The white flag out through the fence. McKee will see this one. He's going to do everything he can to hold them off. Bradley doing a great job out in front. He's only got a couple of corners left. Hackett knows it as well. Des McTaggart is holding on there to 4th position. He's about 4 or 5 car lengths back as, oh, someone's had a problem down there. Oh, no. It's a 7 GM car as they cross the line. and falls out of the running. 7GM. Bevan Paul heads to the middle. And I'm not sure he'll be classified in that one. So, great win by Bradley McKee. Then we go back to David Allen. Then we go back to Hackett, Des McTaggart, Fee Franz, another great effort in the 222 car. Then we'll go back to Isaac Hodgkinson in 6th position. The 2NZ of Warrender will finish in 7th. Gav Hurring in 8th. Nicholas in 9th. And Rolton rounds out your top 10. Fastest out there on the track was in fact Bradley McKee on a 20.26. Next fastest goes to Hackett on a 20.42. And in 3rd fastest it was David Allen and the 999E car on a 20.47. So some hard and furious racing going on out there at the front of the pack. Although one car come unstuck right there at the end. I'll just have to try to see where. Yeah, although Bevan Paul and the 7GM car has been given a DNF. Saw him come round there right at the very end. Graves pushed off the track. Sam McKenzie parked over there in the 97T car. I guess sometimes he's sitting like that. He wishes he was still part of the track crew driving the water truck. Did that all of last season. Decided he'd like to try to do this racing lark. He's had some pretty good results, but unfortunately, mechanical failure have let him down a few times. Hopefully he can get that car sorted back out on the track. But up next for the sprint cars, heat number 2. Interesting to see how some of these young drivers, one out now, Adam Evans, how he can get his head around this. He's had a run out there tonight. As I said, Mark Evans, dad, usually at the wheel of this car. 98T, Hydrolink sponsored. Mark part of the committee here at the Heavy Track Central Motor Speedway. Placemakers,